This video is made out of frustration and outrage. I found out that with my former sister-in-law, I don't judge an entire group of people by their skin color or their racial background, their color. These things are really minutiae when compared to the complexity of individuals. But I will say this. I don't know if it is a black nationalist extremist group, like some kind of, bad part of the black Hebrew Israelites, or some connection to them. I've encountered them through my travels. I've found some of the Pacific Rim, actually, that are having sex slaves. I don't know how directly connected they are to Hebrew Israelites in the U.S., but I have encountered some. And this particular group that I encountered, most of their sex slaves are Asian or Pacific Islanders. And the original group that I'm speaking of in the Pacific Rim, they're largely white and black. But found out that somebody has been using one of my former sister-in-laws, and I don't know if this man, his connection to, if there is one, with any black nationalist group or black Hebrew Israelites, but he's been taking advantage of the poverty since our family's been ripped apart and I've been kept captive. My youngest daughter's mother has been basically kept captive. And then other members of our family have been pushed to other parts of the world, largely to work as maids. And at least one of them, we have one of my own people, an African American, who's been using my sister-in-law. He sends her just a tiny bit of money, and then she has to meet up with him. And he knows her situation, that she's working abroad as a maid. And I've encountered this in the Middle East, actually, a lot. I'm tired of foreigners targeting Pacific Islanders and Asians. I'm sick of it. And not explicitly, but largely, it's people who are Caucasian or black. And I'm sick of it. And I'm sick of whoever it is. I mean, not specifically only from the black community, but largely from the black community, who is targeting my family. Largely. This person sends her tiny, tiny bits of money and then convinces her if she meets him, he'll give her more money. He's trafficking her. And I don't hear much about what goes on in the Middle East with my other sisters-in-law or former sisters-in-laws, as well as in other parts of Asia. But I wonder. And I'm tired of being targeted, my family being targeted, to be ripped apart, to be trafficked, and for people to try to make me look like I'm a bad person, when in actuality, the communities that are targeting us, they're protecting criminals and predators in their own community. And continuously inflicting harm on my family. Interfering with our utilities, specifically hacking our phone, our internet accounts to get us screwed over, or going in settings and changing settings so we get a higher bill or double billed, or simulating and shutting stuff down, finding any possible way they can to harm my family. And we make a police report or a video or we talk to somebody in authority, then they take away our phone or they take away our internet. This isn't just to me. It's happened to my youngest daughter's mother, and it's happened to her brothers and sisters. You know, I think this is great hypocrisy of all the communities that should have learned from the past. Evidently, many haven't, and they cloak it within religion. And they also, people are being forced to, because they're targeted so much, they're being forced to take fake, social media accounts, catfishing. Otherwise, they'll be targeted, they'll be threatened. And they still continue to be in poverty and to be targeted and to be financially captive, just like we are. That explains everything that's happened with our benefits, with Social Security, with the VA compensation claim. All of it is explained by this targeting. Following us from apartment to apartment, or following us to veterans, homeless shelter, hotels, always following us around. Several families, several people, they change their identities. It's always the same people. This is a continued report of the human trafficking, human rights and civil rights abuses of my family by many people involved with several agencies. It's not the whole world against us. It's no giant wide conspiracy. It's several families involved with several religious groups, some of them flagged as a watch list religious group. And some of them using various religious and ethnic communities to target my family. And then there's just good old internet too. Post stuff on the internet. These things to cause such horror to my family. And this is a warning. I'll do whatever I have to do to protect my family. I know my laws regarding concealed weapons permit. I know the rules of deadly force for a civilian. I know the state statutes regarding defense of the home and defense of life and property. This is a notice that every chance we get, we are going to report people. Because this criminal network that has engulfed my family to cause us harm, I'm going to do everything I can until I'm on a hospital bed to put every single one of you away and let the truth be known about many, many people that live in mid-Michigan. They are racist. They are human traffickers. They're predators. And many of them are protecting each other.